Cavaliers are NBA champions.
If you match him up 31 years old, LeBron's been to over twice as many finals. He got there faster. They both have 3 rings. LeBron's got 1 more regular season MVP and been to over 2 times as many finals as Michael Jordan.
To come back under the intense pressure of playing in front of your home base and said, I am going to win one for Cleveland, he delivered on that promise.
Before we get into this video, I have to give a huge shout out to the sponsors, ExpressVPN. Now before you skip ahead, I know a lot of other YouTubers have spoken to you about ExpressVPN, but I have personally never been told is just how much money you save by using their VPN. I personally use ExpressVPN to get cheaper deals on both NFL Game Pass and Netflix. If any of you watch the NFL, even just a little bit, trust me, this Game Pass deal using ExpressVPN is by far the craziest deal I've ever seen. If you're in the US, NFL Game Pass costs a typical $100 to watch a year, but for this season, I use ExpressVPN and connected myself to France, where NFL Game Pass is actually free. No joke. And you might be thinking, oh, it must be free for like a week and then you have to enter a valid credit card, but you actually don't. Because the NFL is trying to expand into foreign countries, you can legitimately get NFL Game Pass for free for an entire year without even having to enter a credit card number. This is insane and everyone should be taking advantage of this deal. What it does is give you access to NFL Network TV, which shows most Monday Night Football games, the most important Sunday games, and every single Thursday Night Football game. Here you can see me using ExpressVPN to watch the Seahawks-Cowboys game. Not only do I use ExpressVPN to get NFL for free, but I also use it to get a massive 60% discount on my Netflix. If you're in the United States, the typical price for Netflix is around $13 a month if you buy the standard package. But after using ExpressVPN, I was able to connect to Argentina, where it's only $4.50 per month, saving me over 60% on Netflix per month. Not only that, but there are a ton of movies not available in the US that are available if you use ExpressVPN. I use ExpressVPN to watch Coach Carter, Space Jam, He Got Game, and countless others. All I had to do was change my location and start watching. Here you can see in the US, Rick and Morty isn't available, but after using ExpressVPN to connect to the UK, I just need to refresh and I can start watching. It's overall just an amazing company, and the best part is, by visiting expressvpn.com/knack, you can get 3 months free. Overall, it's just a bunch of free deals that everyone should be taking advantage of. But without further ado, let's get back to this video.
Down in the projects, in those hard times, you see everything from crackheads, to drug dealers, to gunshots every night, to police sirens, and I think it just made me stronger.
But it was sports that first taught him the value of family. His Pee Wee football coach noticed LeBron was always AWOL, and for a year took him in to live with his wife and 3 children. LeBron didn't miss a single day of 5th grade. A whole new world opened up. Teammates became his brothers. High school, it was Shion, Frankie, Romeo, Drew, and of course Bron, the beast of them all.
And the Fighting Irish give it right back. Ariza loses the handle. Jericho! Oh my goodness. His head was about a foot over the rim. Oh! Look at the crowd! Did you see the entire building stand up at one time? Give me a timeout!
James playbook, and Basketball Chosen One asked the soul of the game for court vision, and it was granted to him. Can I get a layup? The Chosen One didn't ask for hops. Coach Reverend, right? He didn't ask for hands. Why did the Chosen One ask for court vision? I'm gonna tell you why. Just listen. He wanted glory for the team. I feel the soul of the game coming over me.
22.5% go to the Cavs and the Nuggets, then it's the Raptors, the Heat, and the Clippers. So with the #1 pick, does that mean you automatically take LeBron James and automatically you start to get wins? Here's Channel 23's Chuck Galletti on that.
As both teams now have a chance for gold in the NBA draft. And that gold, LeBron James. But
we have better players than him in his position already on our team, though. His potential is probably, the sky's the limit for him, though. good LeBron is just going to add to what we need and, just make things a little bit easier.
And he will come in and make an immediate impact like a Caron Butler, did for the Miami Heat. I don't think you can really just bring a high school player in and really just think your team gonna really turn around like that.
With the first pick in the 2003 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select LeBron James.
There he is with his mom, Gloria.
There is the man of the hour in probably the most anticipated debut of any first-year athlete in any sport.
Can't shoot a jumper. He can score. He knows how to play the game. He's going to put the ball in the bucket.
LeBron coming the other way off the glass, and he's 4 for 5. There's the dish to Boozer. Here he comes the other way. There's your first James jam of his career.
In the open floor, he has tremendous.
LeBron, help. He would play the entire game. He's played 48 minutes in 6 of his last 14 games. But he's got energy. Third quarter, Drew Gooden finds him. 5-point Cavalier lead after that. Then off from Jeff McGinnis. LeBron says, my engine is running. It certainly is. 33 points, 7 boards, 6 assists, 5 steals. 114-106 Cavaliers. Cleveland, a half game up on Philly for 7.
Looking for the lead. Eric Snow offers a shot, and LeBron James follows it in. Broke it up. Hitting with a lock to LeBron.
James has Daniels, can go up over him if he wants. Fakes right, goes left, bends in over Ruffin. He got it to go. Timeout Washington. 5.7 to go. LeBron James hit the big shot again.
James for the win. 0.9 left. Arenas. LeBron does it again. One.
Danielle Marshall steps back. James now has Maurice Evans on. Shot clock winding down. Again, James drives hard. Left hand. So good with the left hand across the lane.
15 before coasting on to the victory, 79-61. LeBron James going home for the 2005-2006 season.
To be within 4 or 5 points. Holy crap, he carried that ball and got away with it.
James with the steal at the other end.
Why he is the reigning coach of the year in the NBA.
LeBron James now 9 of 19, making it.
Try for 3. That's not his strength. Doesn't take many of those. James on the pull-up, not going to the basket as much. Didn't have to that time.
James is shooting this one. He's not giving this one up.
Nice shot, LeBron James.
On the stretch, looking, penetrating, pulls up, drills the jumper. Cavaliers up by 4. Then the big play of the game. Nets down by 2. Chance to tie. Send it to overtime. But Vince Carter handcuffed by Eric Snow. Over comes Larry Hughes to help out. The ball goes out of bounds.
James with the fadeaway. Yes!
Oh, come on.
You lose the first 2 games in Detroit. You come back to even the series. You said you had to step up here in the fourth quarter. What do you have to do to get this thing back here with you guys having the lead and close it out?
Man, it's going to be tough for us to go back to Detroit, but we have to do a better job of coming out of halftime, just like you said, in the third quarter with some more intensity. Try to execute a little bit better on the offense end down the stretch, and if we do that, we give ourselves a chance to win Detroit.
Thanks a lot, terrific job.
Thanks, Craig.
Out of 10. James with the step. The Cavaliers lead
Marshall throws it down. Damon Jones fires away. And there's the buzzer. The San Antonio Spurs are NBA champions once again. Their 4th title in 9 years.
Try to get you the rim. You a lot of times take some shot. LeBron, think every time he gets the ball against James, he's going to drive the ball. Push hard, try to get inside, make it happen in transition.
And one. Whatsoever, here's an opportunity.
There it is, there it is.
James gets it, fires up a quick three. Won't go. Smith the rebound, back out, stolen by House, and that'll do it. The Celtics are going back to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time since 2002.
Wow, Paul.
A little behind. Here comes Jones, alley-up, and gets the bounce. Didn't have a great angle. There's Yao again. Up and under move, flips it up. Rebound, James backs in the follow. His shot is blocked. Here comes LeBron James. Did you see how strong he was on?
Think about it. That's the difference between winning a championship and going on vacation. LeBron James to the rim and one. The cutter is LeBron. They are shredding the Celtics right now.
T.J. Brown, he gave him good minutes last year of the playoffs.
Give the other Celtics up.
Mo Williams will throw in. Rashard Lewis playing off the ball. Lewis gets it to LeBron for 3 for the win. Yes! LeBron James at the buzzer!
Accounted for 108 of 184 buckets for his team in this series. There's another one for him, but you know, they usually have 5 on the floor for Cleveland, and the other 4 not pulling their weight. Dwight Howard punched the clock and went.
LeBron James and the Cavaliers off to an electric start with 5. Wallace switches outside. The pass thrown cross court, intercepted by LeBron. Takes Stuckey inside. Stuckey trying to rip him, can't. Fouls him, and LeBron plays through it to lay it in. LeBron intercepts, has a step on Iverson, who'll just grab him out on the open floor.
James motors coast to coast. And took it away.
Now you're in trouble now.
Yep. And another steal. This one by Varejao. Here comes James again. The freight train has left the station. Explodes for the 6 of 9 from the floor, 7 of 9 from the line. James answers back with the 3 balls. Home crowd is loving it. Oh my, James!
Back here.
Good. Any possible explosion on the visiting court. And have the pace going in their way. And James, short with it.
Because this crowd understands the significance and importance of this game. They have got to get this team to come back up with big. LeBron couldn't pass off Williams back onto Rondo soon enough. Rondo took advantage of it.
Here's LeBron missing again. Perkins the rebound.
Excuse guy, and the fact that I spoil a lot of people with my play. You have a bad game here or there. You had 3 bad games in a 7-year career. Then it's easy to point that out. So.
And LeBron James' season is over. Is his career in Cleveland over?
Shot clock out of 6. Here's LeBron. Yes. Here comes Green with the lead for James. James with the step back. 3.5 left in the third. James able to.
The answer to the question everybody wants to know. LeBron, what's your decision?
In this fall, man, it's very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
Miami Heat. That was the conclusion you woke up with this morning.
That was the conclusion I woke up with this morning.
At 9 o'clock Thursday.
And this fall, man, this is very tough. And this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
Henceforth, you shall be known as Darth Vader.
You were the chosen one!
A narcissistic, self-promotional build-up that he put on our network.
I hope he never wins anything in Miami. He is dead to me.
It is heartbreaking news for Cleveland. LeBron James is going with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh.
The worst thing that could ever happen to Cleveland since Modell taking the Browns away.
When you first went to Miami, a lot of critics said that you weren't a likable guy, and they feel like you've changed now.
You can go to Miami and win. It won't be the same.
Extensive security here, but you don't want to see some wacko run onto the court or items being thrown. Incidentally, beverages are being served only in paper cups as a precaution.
I know, I tried to buy my beer earlier, and they made me pour it into the cup. I was serious.
Moving on the foul is LeBron.
It's over.
And yet, in the fourth quarter especially, it was like a Where's Waldo. I didn't even know he was in the game. I'm looking for him, and you're right. There wasn't just, I think people can live with having a bad night, shooting, playing, making some mistakes, doing things, but he just was disengaged. How can you be disengaged in the biggest game to put your foot on the Dallas Mavericks' neck and go up 3-1, not to be engaged?
Williams had it deflected. Miller with a steal. James, look out. Oh! He went 360 against the grain.
Preview. Oh, please! Unbelievable! Dominating defenses all season long and leading the Heat back to the playoffs. LeBron James, your Gear Performance Awards Most Valuable Player.
And he had one of those.
And just like the total game, that's why we said when we came on, he needed an all-NBA type of a game. Not just the points, the rebounds, and the assists, but everything else that he does, and then shoot a high percentage. Well, it's his game to a whole new level, and it's just been absolutely beautiful to watch.
Celtics take game 3 here on their home floor. Overtime here in game 4.
Wade looks up, head fake, puts up a 3 for the win. No good. Celtics win it.
Game 5. Pierce for 3. It's good. Paul Pierce from way downtown.
When a great player
Everything championship still very much alive.
LeBron James has helped crown Miami as champion of the basketball world.
LeBron with a right-hand jam on the alley-oop, coming for the back door.
He goes right over Lucas.
Jumper defending LeBron. 3 seconds.
Everybody came to see.
Bingo. Steal by LeBron. Showtime. LeBron. LeBron. High glass and good.
The underdog ain't never won a fight.
How about this crazy last sequence, the opportunity Chicago would have to try and tie it up, but it's not going to happen. And Miami, after building that huge lead early, having to come back late, and they eliminate the Chicago Bulls in 5. 9.
Battier gets it in. Here's James on the drive for the win.
LeBron James is on this play, almost hitting his head on the rim. My goodness.
The Miami Heat headed to the NBA Finals for the third consecutive season.
The San Antonio Spurs take a 3-2 lead in the NBA Finals back to Miami.
We've been here before. And going back home, being confident about our game, being confident about getting a win, which we are.
6 to shoot. Chalmers behind to James on the flush. Chalmers in the paint. Off balance. Wild shot thrown down by LeBron James. Should the Spurs foul? Should Miami go for the three right away? Just attack the basket. James catches, puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound Bosch. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining. Green trying to get free. Cross-court pass to Green. Green blocked by Bosch. Game over. There'll be a game 7. Duncan across the lane. Duncan misses the tip, no good, and Bosch the rebound. James pulls up, puts it in. 4-point lead. 35 for LeBron James. For the Heat, the 2013 NBA championship resides once again in Miami.
For James. That's what I was talking about before. You don't want to be late to help.
Down to 5. Down to 3. Make somebody else beat you. 3 on the way. He got it! LeBron from downtown.
9 straight playoff series win for Miami, and the Heat advance. The first to advance to round 2.
Johnson, LeBron James on him. And trying to get it out. He cannot! And Miami has won it!
After I came home from Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals this year, then my older son comes to me, he say, 7 points and 5 fouls. And he just walked away. I said, you better get away from me right now.
James crossover move, drives to the rim and finishes.
And hobble up. He's cramping up again, Mike.
And he can't even make it down the floor. It's a 5-on-4. Eric Spoelstra asking him to foul. Patty Mills struggling with it, and there's the foul. James couldn't even make it down the floor. Again, you wonder how much the lack of air conditioning and the heat in this building is coming into play with this and everything else.
At the AT&T Center. Jumper good. 7 for 7 in the fourth quarter for Tony Parker. It's 96-76. It's time to celebrate, San Antonio.
Just switch on defense and Mario Chalmers. And there he is.
So, the city of Cleveland, long tortured without a championship for 50 years, now has something to cheer about. LeBron James is coming home.
I'm coming home. I'm coming.
Here he comes the other way. It's LeBron James of his career.
Puts it on the floor. Roars down the lane and he throws it down. LeBron leaving a trail of utter panic behind.
James for the win. It's gone. LeBron James at the buzzer.
Olynyk and Love fighting for it, and this is going to be cool. Did Love hurt himself?
Yes, he did.
His shoulder popped out.
Yeah, he ran right past
him. He's going right to the locker room.
Right.
And right there, as Olynyk pulls on that arm, that shoulder pops out. Tough to look at, and he ran right to the locker room.
Looking, finds Rose. Rose trying to get open, fires away. Bang! It's over! The Bulls win at the buzzer! James for the win. It's gone! LeBron James at the buzzer! Final. Tom Thibodeau, perhaps in his final game as head coach of the Bulls. And as the Cavs win the series 4-2.
Those denied by the rim 3 times inside. Schroeder to the basket, turned away. James pulls it away. Jump ball is called. They're giving up 7-8 inches to James, who wins the tap. It goes to the corner. Horford tries to get to it. The 3 is on the way. Millsap, it's off, and it's over. And the Cavaliers have swept the Hawks. And
Irving falls down, hangs on, gets it to J.R. Smith. Can't hit the 3. Green with another rebound. And Kyrie Irving is hurt, limping up the floor. Points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists. And he now has the most points ever scored in the first 3 games of the finals.
Launched.
Iguodala, wide open shot, hits a 3-pointer. Golden State can start their celebration. LeBron James with the congratulations for the MVP.
And it's over. The championship is back in the Bay for the first time in 40 years.
And he's fouled. Up top, LeBron James, welcome home.
Turns, fires, scores. And Smith is going to be the beneficiary with LeBron at the other end. Left-handed hammer. In mid-flight, he had to adjust. Cavaliers making a 4-game sweep. They're headed to the NBA Finals for the first time since 2007.
Bad game here or there, and when they need a win, they get it. And boy, did they need a win tonight. After being hammered in Cleveland, they come back. And Biyombo's shaken up on the play. The Cleveland Cavaliers win the Eastern Conference Final in 6 games. And now advance to the NBA Finals.
LeBron James, to me, is easily a top 5 player of all time for the first 46 minutes. Oh! The last 2? I'm not so sure.
And the Golden State Warriors, with a huge win on the road, take a commanding 3-1 lead in these NBA Finals.
It was over. The series was over. I think you know in your heart of hearts when Golden State went up 3-1.
LeBron James and the Cavs now in a big hole as they head back to Oakland.
I don't know anybody who really believed at that moment that Cleveland had a real chance to win this thing.
To win this game.
Curry blocked by James.
No team in NBA history has ever overcome a 3-1 deficit to win the finals.
In back-to-back finals games.
And we will have a Game 7 in Oakland.
Taking a tough shot. But if I'm Kyrie Irving or LeBron James, the offense is running through me right now.
Irving drives, hop step inside, floats it up, misses. Rebound taken by Iguodala. Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection. Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection. Wow. His 3rd block of the game as we come up on a minute and a half from it. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good! Kyrie Irving from downtown! And the Cavaliers by 3. The Cavaliers are NBA champions.
If you match him up, 31 years old, LeBron's been to over twice as many finals. He got there faster. They both have 3 rings. LeBron's got 1 more regular season MVP. and been to over 2 times as many finals as Michael Jordan.
To come back under the intense pressure of playing in front of your home base and said, I am going to win one for Cleveland. He delivered on that promise.
LeBron finishes it off. And that's what it's about. It's about getting the team revved up in the crowd to go on a run. And that's when you have to have a feel. Those are situations.
With the steal. He has Bradley, but James back and rejects on the chase down. He got him from the angle.
I think you said it the other night. It's his contract.
Inside Richard Jefferson. LeBron James is absolutely tearing him.
Don't get fancy in the playoff. Paul George misses the 3 to tie, though. A crazy ending, but they still get swept.
Well, a move on by virtue of a 4-0 sweep. LeBron James with his 11th career playoff sweep and an emphatic slam of the ball to the court.
Past Michael Jordan on the NBA's all-time postseason scoring list, but you're headed back to a 7th straight NBA final. How does the mentality shift now?
Well, we're going to enjoy this. We're never going to take it for granted. I've been very blessed the last few years to be a part of this league and play at the big stage, but we're going to enjoy this for a couple more days before we have to lock in on that juggernaut out west.
Can't get at the full. Rebound Durant. Incredible opportunity. Durant for 3. It's good. Kevin Durant from downtown. And Golden State takes the lead.
Well, for me personally, I left everything on the floor every game, all 5 games. So for me personally, I have nothing to be, I have no reason to put my head down. I have no reason to look back at what I could have done or what I shouldn't have done or what I could have done better for the team.
Wall. The lead is 3. Love, LeBron, and got it! Banks it in! Dropping Beal there. 3. Fade away out of bounds, using glass, and he ties it at 120.
Eddie Austin against Jimmy Butler, attacking.
Blocked by LeBron James! That ball will never be the same! 1 second left in overtime!
8 seconds remaining. Bogdanovich has to force it. Final seconds, and that does it. The Cleveland Cavaliers pull it out. 104-100.
And they
Oladipo matched up with James. 5 to shoot. Oladipo makes his move. Drives to the rim. Oh, it's blocked by James. 3 seconds left. Cleveland triggers in. James, 2 seconds. 1 second to the win. Oh! LeBron James delivers. That's a winner.
Oladipo's shot is good with 0.8 of a second remaining. Cavs inbound. And it's on to the second round. The Cavaliers take game 7. Sure, you do not foul anybody here on the dribble.
It's going to be James.
Sure, here it is. See, it's under
3 seconds to go. Throws up the floater. Good night, Cleveland. That is for you.
Sportsmanship there. Final seconds tick off. It's over. Cleveland wins game 7. LeBron James and the Cavs do it again.
Hill misses. Rebound goes to the Cavs. J.R. Smith brings it back out. Throws it to Hill. Hill shot blocked. And we'll go to overtime. You get the feeling J.R. Smith thought they had the lead. He didn't know the. Watch James. Now wanted a timeout, but too late to get it. And 5 minutes go up on the clock. Overtime here in game 1. Jetty Osman will come in.
LeBron James congratulating some of the Warriors, and we'll get a standing ovation here at Quicken Loans Arena. Will it be the last time he wears a Cavalier uniform?
A quarterback, watch the ball fake, and then the little lean to Zizic. Pretty. Look left, pass right.
Oh,
come
wow.
on now.
James lost it, gets it back. Kuzma for three. Holding his left leg. And obviously his groin area as well. He's shaken up on that play.
And the game is over. And Brooklyn comes in and beats the Lakers. They were clutch down the stretch. Second opportunity. Oh, taken away by the Lakers. Here's Josh Hart. Off the board, LeBron!
Just lost it again, and this time James controls it. James all the way in for the slam!
Ever since, but he is a three-point threat. LeBron with the basketball. Here he goes! Oh!
That's going to take us to the finish line. Quinn Cook will dribble it out, and the Los Angeles Lakers in 5. In
30-plus point playoff games. LeBron James tonight, his 116th, which is number 1.
He'll take a three. LeBron James will hit a three.
Wow.
Oh, how about it, LeBron James?
This year at 23 against Houston. By the way, oh, here's a give and go. LeBron, 2 hands. From downtown, here comes LBJ!
Only is tuition free, so are uniforms and transportation for every student who lives more than 2 miles away. Every student gets breakfast, lunch, and snacks. College tuition is guaranteed for everyone who graduates. There is a food pantry for families. Parents can get their GEDs and job placement services.
Athletes were afraid of speaking out about, race, politics, social issues because they didn't want to jeopardize their endorsement opportunities. Do you think the relationship between athletes and companies has changed since when you entered the league?
I think so. I think, by athletes being able to use their voice for the greater good has given a lot of these companies a notion of, we should listen to what these athletes have to say.